Amazon built Rufus to help shoppers. I'm going to show you how to use it against itself. This is a hack to figure out what's missing on your listing and be able to compete with kind of the big boys out there in your category. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did here to kind of end the exact hack. My brother's in his late 40s, showed me the best running shoes for him to start running outside. So that's the prompt I used. And the reason behind this prompt is I don't want them to use my historical data. I'm going to put my brother in his late 40s, so it kind of keeps it clean. You can put whatever demographic in there. You can put whatever my mom, my dad, whatever. You can put whatever the person is for, or normally you just put I'm in my late 40s, I want to run these shoes that can help my. That's going to be one of those things with AI right now is that it's learning from your historical searches. So even if you put it's going to use whatever you searched previously to adjust the recommendation and everything. That's kind of the opportunity right now. So I'm going to keep it clean and I'm going to say, hey, my brother is in his late 40s. Show me the best running shoes for him to start running outside. The who, the for, the what, and then the where. So I'm answering those three questions with this prompt. So what Amazon gave me is the response here. So great choice for your brother to start running again. Good. For somebody in the late 40s beginning the journey, comfort and joint protections are key. It's giving you guys the playbook on what Rufus is looking for when you talk about this demographic, about this product. So use this. If you guys are one of the newer brands or the smaller brands, go in here, use this information that Rufus is giving you. This is not rocket science. Trust me, this is still an unknown area, but you guys have to start using these small little cues that the AI model is giving you to take advantage of GEO or generative engine optimization that I keep talking about. So continuing on, hey, this is going to be the one that they recommend. Brooks, very, very big brand, very well known for running shoes and comfortability. But you as a brand owner or a product owner on any category, I'm just using running shoes as an example here. You can use this anywhere. Go practice, go look. This takes a lot of practice and understanding of what Rufus is recommending for your customers or your potential customers. And what I would use is, hey, look at the header. Pretty straightforward. They're not hiding anything. They're looking for, when somebody searches this, maximum cushioning. It's very self-explanatory. Joint protection on this one, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by some of these brake bands that aren't even paying attention to this. This is the opportunity, guys. This is why GEO is very important for a lot of these smaller brands. Rufus is giving you information to put on your listing. Maximum cushion for joint protection. Just put it word for word. Put it in your listing. Put that title in there somewhere in the bullet points, or even maybe in your title, anywhere that people can see it. And most importantly, their AI model can go and scrape it and be comfortable recommending your product. So these are just 4 or 5 words, maximum cushion for joint protection. I would put it if your product is going to solve that issue. Definitely put it in your listing. There's a couple other kind of nuggets here. Exceptional cushion with DNA tuned technology for softer landings and responsive toe offs. If I was a runner, and I'm not a runner here, I wouldn't really type this into my titles or wouldn't really know how to react to that. I know the good feeling of a softer landing and a responsible toe off. I understand those keyword terms, but this is what Rufus is using to identify and to, most importantly, recommend your product. So I'm going to keep going down. The main message here is to use what Rufus is telling us that they're looking at. For this product especially, it delivers incredible comfort for smooth transition. Remember, these are 2 different kind of nuggets that Rufus is telling us about running shoes and what people are looking for, and what, most importantly, what they're looking for to be able to recommend. I can't repeat that more here. So the third one here, cloud-like pure gel, is kind of patented to Asics, I believe, so we can't use any of that patented stuff or the regulatory stuff. But look at the very end, softer, smoother running experience. They're giving you guys 3 bullet points. Expand on that. They're going to use this. This isn't going to be something that they're just saying just to say. The robots back there is tracking and is using that information to recommend these products to the end user, like me that did the prompt. And the last couple other ones, perfect for everyday running and walking. I didn't put walking in here. I made it very specific for running. You can add that walking if you want to kind of target that demographic as well. I think when I put late 40s, it kind of assume that. So you got to be ready for the assumptions that Rufus and other AI models are doing. And the last one that I'm going to go into in terms of like bullet points, where you guys can put in the bullet points in your titles, is ideal for fitness improvement. Adjust to stride and speed. Just use those buzzwords, because that is exactly what Rufus, or those benefits, that is exactly what Rufus is in. I know a lot of people can come up with different variations of it, but I highly recommend you guys using those specific terms and those specific wording for your listings to be able to have Rufus pull that and recommend your product. You guys can read the rest here. I'm going to go here at the very bottom. For beginners in their late 40s, these are the two that they recommend, and they offer reliable comfort and joint-friendly cushions. Remember, when we were looking up at the very top as well, looking at those little nuggets or little one-liners, they never mentioned joint-friendly cushioning. This is another area we don't want to ignore. So any single time Rufus is recommending something, we have to take it into account. We have to be able to fit it in our listing if possible. So words like joint-friendly cushioning, these are important information that we need to put in our listing so we can be able to be recommended. Cloud-like feel, I think they talked about earlier on the top on one of the nuggets. Versatile comfort for both everyday wear and running. So they're kind of expanding it to, we're not just going to recommend a product for you to run outside. We're going to recommend a product that allows you to wear every day. So this is kind of the next steps in if you have room, if you have the comfortability, and you have that opportunity to target these as well, you're going to create this narrative or create the story for your product to give to a robot to say, put your emotions out of the way. Here are straight facts. Here are straight information that I think would be useful for you as an AI agent or AI model to recommend to whomever is asking those questions or creating that prompt. So this is a hack. I truly believe. I mean, Amazon is definitely giving us the information on why they're suggesting it, which is very important and very good for the shopping experience. You guys really should take advantage of it. There's no secret. This is not rocket science, guys. There's an opportunity. There's ways to be able to compete with the big boys now. Because remember, if you go back to this, and I'm gonna go to this other tab here. If you go back to your traditional, if I was searching for my brother, I'd be like running shoes, men's outside, and he has a little bit of joint pain, and I'm just gonna search it naturally. So this is your typical search results. People are paying for your attention, paying to hope that you click on these guys. Sponsored one here. I don't know if that's the best experience. It's obviously the experience that we're all used to right now. But you got some overall picks here. And if you go back to this product, Asics Gel Nimbus 27 running shoes, let me go back to my results here. When I did do this prompt, Asics, where is it? Right here. So it's the third one recommended. So third one recommended, and it's the number one organic rank. So this is overall pick, but it's recommended. It's the third one recommended. So there's a little bit of mismatch, and in my opinion, these guys should be number one recommended because they're the overall pick from Amazon. So keep that in mind. There's different results when you're searching different things. So what I'm going to look at is see potentially why they're organically ranked, other than how many reviews do they have. 2,000 at 4.6. So they have very high reviews, which is always good. I'm going to search joint pain. Let's see if no, the listing doesn't even have joint pain or anything on here. Knee pain. I'm just searching the whole page to see if there's anybody saying anything about the knee. Okay. So in the reviews, they mention knee. Let me look at the listing here. Do they have anything about the knee pain or joint pain on their A+ page? Let me zoom in. A+ doesn't look like so. So there's a little bit of improvement on being able to be recommended by Rufus, and why they're number 3 is probably they're not hitting on some of these words that, let's see, stepping in comfort. They use comfort, calmness. I think is a pretty standard one. But what about knee pain? What about joint pain? I don't see anything on this listing, which is a huge brand right now, with Asics being the number one organically ranked here. I'm not seeing knee pain. So I think this is the opportunity, guys. You guys look at what Rufus is saying about certain prompts and certain demographics you guys are trying to attack. Use that information, put it in your listing, see how it works, see if you start creeping up to the recommendation, and you will see kind of the spike in sales that a lot of these bigger brands aren't even focusing on. So hopefully this helps. This is a small hack. This is what I look for every single day. If you need any help, let me know. Reach out to me, leave a comment, and I kind of want to hear you guys out to see what you guys think about this hack.